everyone. This is Sonia from Sonyas Quilts and Embroidery, and this is a custom order that I'm working on. My niece actually did the embroidery on this Saturday because we wanted it to match this fabric. And we have a little blue gown that we appliqued the name on this gown, and this is going to be a gift basket whenever it gets finished. And welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did. I will be doing some, can't find my pen. Oh, there it is. I will be doing some vlogs on my day-to-day life as a commercial quilt maker. Not factory quilt maker, but a person who does it for the public. I make memory quilts, which is t-shirt quilts, button-up shirts. There's just a whole lot of different things that I have used to do the quilts. And I'm making Santa bags today too. I've made these for the last couple of years, and did not have a good plan on how to keep them all straight. I would do like 100 of them with the names on them, and I might have 10 Kimberlys, and they'd all be spelled different. So it was a chore to go through 100 of them and find who's went with who. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I got one missing. It's here somewhere. It's probably back there on the cutting table. But I would have 100 of them with different names on them, different kids' names on them, and I'd have to go through and try to sort them out. So this year, I said we're going to do this easy. We're going to embroidery an order. We're going to get it ready to ship, put it in a bag with a person's name who's getting them, or if they're going to be picked up, and then move on to the next order. And because it was insanity, it was absolute. It was me and my niece sitting around this big table, and we had a pile here, with so many piles, we had to put some piles on the floor. And it was just crazy. So this year I'm just doing them slowly and surely. And this was an 8-bag order. I think I have another order that's about 6 or 8 bags. The rest of them are 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then we have some that are big orders. And it becomes very confusing when you have that many orders of these. I think I've got about 100 of these ordered this year. And I want to say at least half of those are completed already. Been a really busy summer here. Well, I've been a busy year. I moved out of my store. December the 1st last year, it was just too much. I mean, I needed to be sewing all the time, and I had people coming in and taking up my time, and I needed to be at my machine, and it just became too much. So I moved back to my shop here at home. As you can see, this is the way it looks all the time. As a matter of fact, it looks very good right now. I've done a lot of organizing around the 1st of last week, and still got more to do, but it always looks like this, pretty much. But I know where everything is. Don't want anybody moving anything. Bethany's got a workstation in the back with the embroidery machine, with all the applique fabrics and the threads and the bobbins and all the things that computer and everything that she needs, so she doesn't touch anything on this side of the cutting table, because if she did, I would cry. And so, but I've got a small building out here in the back that I was going to move today, had it scheduled to be moved to the front of my big building, and I was going to put all the stuff that I have from my store, my hooded towels, my baby quilts, some things like that, Christmas stockings and things like that, put it into the small shop, and then have a place that people don't have to come into my workshop, because people come in here and are like, whoa, I'll see how you get anything done, but I know where everything is. I know where everybody's shirts are. I know where everybody, everything is that is shipped to me, that people ship their shirts. They ship their t-shirts or button-up shirts, or, they also, I've had a big run on teddy bears. I've made 5 for this lady, and that's the little patch. And then all these shirts are just alike, they're just different colors. Here's a light green one, and then I have a yellow one. And these are made out of her daughter's great-grandfather's, he belonged to the Christian Motorcycle Association, and these are all of his, I guess, his club shirts. And we got a lavender one. Got those finished last night. Then somebody brought in a pair of their father's overalls and a button-up shirt, and we made this teddy bear out of the overalls and the button-up shirt. I've got the patch embroidered. I've got to put that on there for her, and it doesn't say this is the shirt I used to wear. It says these are the overalls I used to wear. So when you hold them close, know I am near. Love, Papa. So, and this is the back side of the overalls, minus all the snaps and the galluses and the hooks and all of that. My machine does not like that, so I cut around and got the bib. I wanted the bib in it, but I didn't want it in the front. I wanted it in the back. But he's ready, except for his little patch, and those are easy to put on. I put the denim down his nose and on his little ears, and each one of these little bears has a different personality. I mean, if you put sometimes the heads might be just a fraction of an inch turned, and it looks out there looking the other direction, and I don't fix that because it just gives each one of them a little personality. I may have one like that. He's pretty much perfectly lined up. But I did one day, and my niece said, "Are you going to fix that?" And I said, "Only if the customer asks me to." When she comes, "That is so cute." It was like he's looking over there, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it was just a fraction of an inch. It was so cute. And then sometimes you can put the eyes a little further, hair further apart, hair closer together, or just a little bit further down, or different things. It just gives them all a different personality, and they're super, super cute. But I've got 2 more of these to stuff, and that'll be a total of 8 that I've done in the last few days. It takes, I think it's Simplicity 2115 is the pattern number, and I copied mine onto a piece of plastic like you use to cover your table, to protect your table. It's clear plastic. Old people used to, I don't know how many people still do it, but they put their tablecloths down and then they put that plastic on top of it. It's kind of thick, and it's sticky like, it sticks together. And it's 9 pattern pieces, but when you get through cutting it out, you have 23 pieces. Because there's 1 pattern piece for the ear, and you have to cut 4, and then you have to cut, there's 1 pattern piece for the face, you have to cut 2. The only thing you don't have to have more than 1 of is the nose. You have to have 4 arms, you have to have 4 legs, you have to have 2 backs, 2 fronts, and there's 7 pieces in the head alone. So it's Simplicity 2115 is the pattern that I use. And you can get those at Walmart, and I don't think you have to look for them in a pattern book. I think they're in the, it says So Easy. I believe it says So Easy, but I don't know why they put them in that, because these are not as easy as that. Just putting this head on is the worst. It's where you're sewing a circle about this big around to put that head on, and it's just trying to get your fingers in there. It's not easy. So it's really hard, and it takes me like these 5 that I cut out. I'll go to the same person. It took me hours to cut those out because I iron interfacing down and then draw off my pieces and then cut them out, and then I have to count them, make sure there's 23. This little guy actually had 25 pieces because I covered the top part. Instead of this being solid, I covered it with the shirt fabric and for the top part. So you can see, it looks like he's got a little shirt on. And so he actually had 25 pieces, but that was just because I wanted to cover. There's actually denim underneath these shirt pieces. In order to cover, I might have to cut a couple more pieces of fabric. But he's a sweet little guy. Got a big belly, but they're not supposed to be you know, standing up. They're supposed to be a sitting down pair. Like put them on your bed. I use the safety eyes and the safety noses, so they cannot be easily, you know, cannot be. I'm sure somebody can pull them off, but a little baby picking at them, they're not going to come off. But anyway, that's what I've been up to this past few days. I need to get a lint brush after these, because the stuff that I use on these is super fine, and it just gets, it's like a spider web, and it just gets everywhere. Just trying to look to see if you had access to a pocket, but I don't think you do. Anyway, this is the big part of the overalls. He's ready to go, except for his little poem. He'll be ready to be picked up. And I've got several orders to get done. I've got a nurse's quilts put together. Somebody's girlfriend or fiance's graduating from nursing school. I've got to get that put together. I've got two more, another set of twins. This is the fourth or fifth set of twins that I've made quilts for this year. Don't know what sex they are, so we're going to do something neutral. And all the rest of them have been girls. So we've had a run of girl twins come through the shop this year. So they may surprise us and have boys, but they don't know yet what they're having. So the grandmother just wants something neutral. Got a t-shirt quilt that I've been working on today, but it has got some embroidery on it. It's got, I cut the back of the shirt out that didn't have anything on it, and she wants her grandson's name and a graduation cap and class of 2019, I believe, is in his name. And I've got to buy the program for the embroidery cap because I do not have that one. I have a lot of designs, and it gets built on every week. Somebody different will come in and want something, and I have to order another design. But you know, that causes your design library to get extremely full. You know, extremely full, and the designs are not that much. I mean, depends on how many you buy. They can accumulate, but when you buy just one here and one there, it's not too bad. I have people, these digitizers, they call. I got one in Canada, calls me all the time, aggravates me to death. I got one in Virginia right now. It calls me almost every day, aggravates me, wanting to know if I've got work for him, if I've got some work for him. And what they do is, like, for instance, somebody came in here and owned a business, and they wanted to have their, for me to do their shirts or do caps or whatever, do aprons if it's a restaurant or whatever, and put their business name on it. I would send the artwork to this company in Virginia, and by the end of the day, I would have a digitized embroidery file to download into my machine, and could do them, you know, whatever. That I could tell them exactly how big I want it to be, you know, to finish, and they'll get it done for me. But I don't typically do a lot of work like that. I don't do a whole lot of repetitive work. I do a lot of custom work, so they just aggravate me. They call me constantly. I mean, every day. You know, did you get my email? Yes, I got your email. Do you have any work for me today? If I have any work for you, I will let you know. And they just aggravate the crap out of me. But they're just trying to promote their business. So, but anyway, that's what's going on today, July the 15th. Here, and it's temperature wise, it's nice out today, but it is so wet. It was too wet to move my little building this morning. I told the guy that I was not gonna move it today because it was too wet, and he showed up anyway this morning. I sent you an email telling you that, I sent you a message that I'm not gonna move it today. The ground is just too soft. He said, "Oh, I didn't know that was you. I thought it was somebody else." And I said, "No, it was me." I said, "We'll shoot for Friday if it dries up and doesn't rain anymore." But it's been raining again today, so I don't know if it'll be dry enough Friday or not. But the building's not going anywhere. It's trapped behind this building, so it'll be there when the ground gets firm enough to move it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you'll be notified, and just talking about the day-to-day life, They quilt maker, a custom quilt maker, and I do about 400 quilts a year. I do about probably 75 teddy bears a year. Memory pillows, I have done about 100 in a year. And see, in the memory stuff, I do the quilts, teddy bears, and pillows. I do custom quilts. I do custom pillows. I do, I make up blank pillowcases that you can, I post them, and if you would like to buy, one of the ones I post, you can have your child's name, grandchild's name put on it, your pet's name, I don't care. And, but that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I use Sew What Pro to design my quilt squares the way I need them done, and then plug it into the machine, and out comes exactly what I had on my computer screen. So Sew What Pro, I recommend it. I've never used Ingredients. I hear it's good, but I tend to stay with what I know. So, well, thank you all so much for watching, and have a great Monday. Bye-bye.